Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Happy New Year to all of you, dear friends. It is indeed a great privilege to be amongst this talented gathering of professionals. I would recall in the later half of 2014 when my country head of HR and Radhika asked me to propose some participants for this course, which was being conducted in Pune, which was well known in the country earlier, but he wanted to relocate to Pune to cater to the needs of Pune companies. I hear almost 300 companies of German origin are in Pune, so actually this is the best place for me to be, not in Bombay. While recommending the candidates, I asked certain questions to my two colleagues, Mr. Krishna and Radhika. Um, would the course, my expectations from the course should bring in clarity in mind of participants regarding the management topics. The course should broaden their awareness of different functional areas involved in a business and the challenges each area faces, and most importantly, the appreciation of their worth to the business function. Otherwise, we function in silos, and we are all saying the other function is always non-contributing. So, we wanted this awareness. The course should prepare them to source content from the vast knowledge spectrum as to which is the correct application of concept or the tool for the current business problem at hand and how to use it. The course should generate interest in the participants on the topics so that they can enhance their competence on their own as well. As the course progressed to our participants and also the common Google account they were gracefully shared with me, I also had chance to go through some of the content. Just to name a few, which I thought were interesting. On the managerial economics, the faculty had shared a very interesting trends on the demography. How when the world reaches 9 billion population in 2050, where will the fat be? So this was also it was a very interesting article which I could read, and then very novel idea, not an idea. It's of course there. The Odyssey years was a very interesting article where we start seeing this more in India. The Odyssey years, where after education the youth get lost in their thought, in their mind, and they don't have a job or they migrate between jobs. This is an interesting phenomenon which was not in India. I think this was also a good concept that was also discussed. There were also a very good article on competence building and mixed challenges that the SPU concept brings in, written by C.K. Prahalad. I thought that was also very interesting. I am from manufacturing background, so as a CEO, many times my controllers go through the Excel charts, and they are so fast in it that initially I had to allow them to go ahead with it for 10 minutes, then go back, go at my pace, not at their pace, because they shift cells so fast that you don't understand any numbers. So the topic in finance on the understanding the artistic aspects of finance and why increase your financial intelligence were also, I think, very comprehensively dealt. Were very informative to the participants. And an interesting article, Nifty at 9,000, the gap between earnings valuation was shared with all of you. And this was a few months ago, and last week you see the complete stock market going downwards. I think this was a very valid article which you people got from your faculty. And on the international business and trade policy, there were discussions on the exchange rate movement, its genesis and implications. I was told by my colleagues who participated that the business law was also very covered very novelly, where they could understand the particular concept of law, go deep into it, and understand how other aspects of the law could be appreciated. And the feedback that I got from my company participants were that the whole program covered the basics very, very well, explicitly, with clear examples and case studies. They said that they got a good knowledge on many topics with a lot of reference books that they could perhaps fall back on later. They also, as all of you shared just before we started speaking, the wonderful faculty that you all were blessed with, and they also were excellent. I feel the course for all the participants could not have come at a better time as we face market volatility, upheavals in the economic framework, oil price enigma, overcapacity in auto industry, disruptive interruptions in the sector by for bettering the environment, be it from government, be it from NGOs, be it from whoever, mixed economic conditions across the world, and also BRICS, the status of BRICS. The consumer trends, as you know, are completely going haywire. For instance, in the car sales today, it's completely different from earlier. Today, specific new models launches are doing well for some time till another new launch enters, rather than the models which stays as a success for a longer time, which was the what was in vogue earlier. So this dynamics is important to recognize and react to it. Some of the Asian multinationals are having a say in the developed economy and their nations. And all these developments could now perhaps be appreciated by all of you in a better way with the course and the content that you have gone through. And from my point of view, as Chanakya centuries ago said, knowledge is useless if it does not lead to action. So, you, having learned, should find ways to use your learning. In our organization, we are trying to drive three aspects in daily life. One is managing self, managing others, managing business. Because one cannot exist without the other. As society changes constantly, our focus on all the three aspects need attention and adaptation and change as well, keeping the core values intact. Talent and competence building is necessary and should translate into better performance of the individual and the team in which they work, leading to better business and then a better society. Each of you here could commit yourself to enhance the competence of two people in your organization on many of the aspects that you have learned in this course. This way, you could spread the competence improvement good virus within your organizations. When you weigh between urgency and excellence, I don't mean perfection. You ought to lean towards excellence. Even if you achieve a few things that last matter more than many with little sustenance. But be agile. Focus and passion are two aspects you need to inculcate in your daily lives. Both will take you places. All of you have spent personal time supported by your families to do this course, and you have established a very good network amongst your peers. Let the network grow within the Indo-German context. I wish all of you the best for the future, and my thanks to IGTC for doing this in Pune and also conducting it very, very successfully and also inviting me today. I also would congratulate the faculty for leaving an imprint on the minds of the participants. When I see all of you speak on your projects that you did and the collaborative work that you have done together, it really speaks volumes that this course has really brought about a change in all of you. And sometimes when you get back to your monotonous work, don't forget this, imbibe this change, sustain it, and also enhance whatever learning that you are having. And uh, I would say, being an Indian, with the ethos and the values that the Indian culture offers you, being a part of German companies or Indo-German collaborative effort, the Germans bring in their might with the orientation to process, orientation to discipline, orientation to excellence, orientation to measured results. I think these marriage could bring about a wonderful working culture in our profession. With this, thank you very much. Have a good evening.